Hi, my name's Corrie Thorne. I'm here to tell you about a program that I created called More Than Existing. I'm not going to do this like some infomercial. I'm not going to say that I'm going to fix you. I'm going to heal your life and da 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 da. No, that I'm not. I'm going to tell you that I've created a program from my writings as an author about a life of more than existing. 10 years ago, I wrote myself a contract. And I said to myself that I was going to do whatever it takes and whatever the cost to find a life of more than existing. I was going to go on the search for joy and happiness, and I wasn't sure how it was ever going to happen. All I knew, I was finding it because something in my life wasn't working. I had already known for a long time, and I had already started my healing journey, and I had already started the work that you have to put in to live a life of more than existing. But I was lying to myself. I was still lying to myself that I could still cling to an old life. I could still cling to old habits. I could still cling to the old conditioning and the old belief systems and still live a better life. Well, I'm here to tell you it wasn't possible. I could not do that. I had to do something that would be a change. I had to make a change. And it started by becoming very honest with myself. I had to stop lying to myself that things in my life were okay, that were not okay. And some days it is okay to not be okay. And that I had to stop putting the face on for the world and pretending I was okay. And that was the beginning of the journey of more than existing. My name is Corrie Thorne. I am a psychic, medium, mystic, prophet, life coach, healer, teacher, author. I am everything in the world of healing. I am an ever learning, ever evolving woman who made a choice to go search for the true me. I'm here to offer you the same opportunity to join me in my 6-month program of More Than Existing, where I have created a space, an environment, a group where you get to be guided, not told what to do, to be mentored, to be given the opportunity to have a voice, to discover, to self-explore, to do all the things that it takes to break the old patterns, to break cycles, to let go of old conditioning thoughts. I give you the tools to help you heal yourself. I give you the tools that will help you along your journey. I share with you the help that I have received from many wonderful people in this industry, in this world, from my personal doctor to my psychologist, to the places where I have gone for healing and help, and some amazing empowerment coaches and some really good friends who have helped me along the way. I have learned that you don't get to do this journey alone, and this is not about traveling alone. If you don't even know what it's like to take a journey, then you obviously have not been living. And so here in this world that I am creating, we call it the movement. The movement towards standing up and saying, no, this is not working for me. It's about stepping back and really starting to get back to the human of us. That this human essence of us matters. Eye contact, connections matter. You matter. And you're needed in this world, as is every human is needed in this world. And you're all important. And if you're able to give your love out to everyone else, you have to remember you're one of those people who are deserving of that same love. If you can look into the eyes and have such love and compassion for your child, you have to remember there's that child inside of you as well. And you want to be able to be the best version of you. You want to live the best life possible? Well, it starts with breaking the old patterns, by letting go of the old stories, and by taking responsibility for your life and for how you're going to show up. This journey, I'm not going to tell you is going to always be the easiest, but we make it as enjoyable as we possibly can. I've had to learn to laugh again. I forgot how to laugh. I forgot about belly laughs. I had started to take life so seriously, wasn't working. That was not working for me. I knew there was something else. And what I knew is that I had to make an investment into me. I had to make a commitment. And it takes making a commitment. You have to get committed to you. We all start these journeys. We're all get on this gung-ho. We're going to do this. My life is down here and I'm going to do this. And then you start, we lose 20 pounds and then we start to tell everyone else what they should eat and how they should go. Or we go to the gym for 2 months and then we tell everyone else, you need to do this and you need to do that. And this is how you do it. And then, we do this in so many areas of life. You start living the best life possible. And then, woof, everything crumbles. Everything falls down again. Do you know why everything falls down again? It's because that foundation beneath wasn't strong enough to hold you. Which means your past, which means childhood, which means everything else in life that you had lived, that you've kind of put the patches on. That's okay, I can just let that go. That's okay, we can just sweep that underneath the rug. That's okay, it doesn't matter that your feelings were hurt. That's okay, it doesn't matter that you had that trauma. Just get over it, just move forward. Well, no, that does not work. We have to deal with the shit. We have to deal with the stuff in our lives that take us to those places. I swore again. I always do this. It's part of the real me. And yes, it will be censored out. I can tell you it gets watched and censored because we've become a world that stifles us down. And we've become a society where we want to be picture perfect. And how much stress and how much stress that puts on us to be perfect. We got filters so that we can filter out our wrinkles. I am 49, not quite, almost 49 years old. And at this age, I'm going to have lines on my face. With the stories that I have lived, I'm going to have lines on my face. It's going to happen. But I love those lines. I accept them for what they are. And then if I decide I want to go get Botox, well, that's up to me. That's my decision to make. And I've learned that that's okay. And we have spent lifetimes kind of judging, picking people apart, looking at other people. Well, did you see what she did? Did you see what? Yeah, no, we're not here to do that. That's not what this program is about. This program is about getting real, raw, and vulnerable with ourselves. This is about making a commitment to you. It's about recognizing that your no's are the most powerful thing that you can use, and your yeses, you're going to make them count when you say them. It's about learning that you have your own beacon system of your own intuition. You have your own instincts, and learning to trust that and understanding the difference between being fearful of the world because you're conditioned to be fearful, or having fear of knowing when to run away from something that's actually dangerous to us, and understanding the difference that false evidence appearing real is ego. And when we move past that, when we can detach from the fear, or when we become so fearful of the what ifs, what if somebody says this about me, or what if this is what happens in my life? We don't want you to be living in that kind of fear. Having the courage to walk your journey, having the courage to pull them shoulders back up, to get out there, to heal the past, and to be able to put that sign on the top of your empire that you build. And if what's important to you might be this big and what's important to somebody else might be this big, but every accomplishment is yours. Everyone's journey in this program is based on their personal journey. And we honor the wins no matter how big or how small. We learn to support each other. And the one thing, you stop competing. Because when you realize that every leader is also a follower, that we're all on that path, we're all on that journey, well, then we start to become better leaders because we know there's always somebody following behind, like our children, who are watching us, who are there following behind, who are then following somebody else. And if we want to keep diluting down this beautiful life that we're here to bless to be able to live, then we continue to pass on that fear. If you want to be courageous, you want to be empowering, you want to be that voice that tells your children, you don't have to be afraid of the world. And you don't have to hide from the world. Find your identity, know who you are. Don't be you don't have to be a part of that pack. You don't have to become the subjective view of everyone. You have a choice and you get to choose. And the moment you start to choose you start to choose to live. You start to choose to feel. There's days I've cried all day. It's okay. There's days I wanted to be lazy and do nothing. It was okay. I've learned balance. I've learned how to balance my life out. And that's what I teach you. That's the tools that I give you, is learning how to maximize your full potential, find balance, and be very okay with some days you're not going to be okay. And that you don't have to put a face on for the world. And if you chose to put your face on, it's your choice, the face that you're going to put on. But also that you can create your own code of ethics. What aligns to you? What suits you? You're not conditioned to the past. You're not here to be conditioned to somebody else's fears. Integrity, honesty, loyalty, love, compassion, kindness. We can be a big change by using all of those instead of continually putting out to the world anger, fear. Those things are not projecting us forward at all. Not honoring the human in us, not working. Trying to stay so outer body, deal with all of, connecting to the spirit world, connecting to our higher selves. What about this self? This middle world self? It matters because you matter. This program is created because I learned that I mattered. I put this out into the world because I know you matter. And I look forward to seeing so many people take the journey of more than existing. And I hope that this today helps you make a decision for you to get up, put one foot in front of the other, make the investment into you, and start taking the journey to a life of more than existing. Down below is your opportunity to sign up today. Get yourself on the list. Get in to this live interactive program of More Than Existing and join me and many other people who may not be like you, but all have one common goal: to live a life of more than existing. I look forward to seeing you. Much love.